Welcome to the Firebelly Social Show. We're focused on talking to food and beverage brands that are on a mission to make the world better.
Hey, everyone. It's another episode of the Firebelly Social Show. I'm your host, Duncan. This is an amazing show where I chat with founders and leaders of mission-driven food and beverage brands. Thank you for tuning in. I got a great show for you lined up today, and it's my favorite guest, Eric Martindale, founder and CEO of Elite Commerce Group. And he's an amazing guy. We've gotten to be friends. He is the only guest to be making a fourth appearance on the show. So, Eric, you have been on the show the most, plus the webinar, so 5. And this episode is brought to you by Firebelly. At Firebelly, we help mission-based food and beverage brands bring people closer through social media. We help with storytelling. We help with velocity. Go to firebellymarketing.com to learn more. So listen, Eric is a top influencer on LinkedIn when it comes to retail media and e-commerce. His company, Elite Commerce Group, full service agency specializing in Amazon and retail media. Under his leadership, the team has driven over $500 million in retail sales for clients. Everyone anyone who knows what's up is working with Elite. So, Eric, my man, welcome to the show.
Guys, I have a cold, so I won't shake your hand. I'll give you a fist bump.
Fist bump, baby.
Good to see you guys.
Now, listen, I want to just say, on behalf of everyone that I know on LinkedIn, thank you for making everyone's life better on LinkedIn, because your posts are phenomenal. You know, every time, who said it today? Is it James Sack that said it today? You are like chips and salsa at a Mexican restaurant. Like, he gets his fill from you on LinkedIn before he even really dives into anything else. So thank you.
Hopefully it's not Taco Bell. Good kind of Mexican restaurant.
So what's on your mind, man? I saw your post today, which I think is very timely, about the BJ's play. Let's talk about that a little bit. They're doing some amazing things, and they actually have more SKUs than Costco. They're putting in screens to help with the shopper experience, and it's less competitive than Costco.
Yeah, the reason I brought up BJ's, and I've done it a couple of times, is just almost every single brand is making a run at Costco. And if you think about, there's, I think, something like 3,500 SKUs in an average Costco at any given time. Out of all the CPG brands out there, everybody's making a run at, rotations for sure, but in the end, everybody wants to be a core item. And in reality, there can only so many brands can be a core item. And if you are a core item, at some point, even if you're rolling numbers, you're subject to being dropped.
And so
you have.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there are other shows in town, and BJ's is one of them. Sam's has its own challenges, of course. BJ's, I think, is a little bit. It's smaller, but it's a little bit more stable. There's a higher SKU count. And honestly, not every single brand is gunning for BJ's. So it's just another retailer I just wanted to highlight and say, hey, maybe this should be on the radar of more brands.
And I know that one of the points that you made that I really love was that BJ's has not only smaller club, which means you're going to get in and out quicker, but they have mobile checkout.
Yeah.
BJ's
is, yeah. And if I went back a year, I would say BJ's is one of the more analog retailers, but they have been in a bit of a race to digitize. So what they just announced was the interactive end cap screens. So that'll link to the retail media. There's a number of things that'll come of that, and then also digital checkout like Sam's Club, remote checkout. So it'd be essentially mobile checkout through your phone.
And I know I loved your strategy for velocity at BJ's. 45% BJ's media, 45% Instacart, and 10% DoorDash. That's pretty much everything you could do.
Yeah, other than social media, not to go into your world too much, but BJ's only has so many clubs. So if I had a budget for BJ's and I was really trying to make that work, I'd probably come see somebody like you and try to do some geo targeting. It's not like you have to target 6,000 doors like Walmart.
That's
So
a
BJ's
that's
is
a
very much,
that's a great
uh,
point. Um, so a little bit of social, maybe some UGC and ads, maybe some email. That could be
some
a
email.
great option. The other one I wanted to talk about, I'm on a tear here, man. I'm excited about all the stuff you were talking
Oh,
about. So
all right.
I got to make sure I cover these things. Target, man, the last 18 months have been terrible. Everything's down at Target, right? But they're not accepting that. They're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. What are they gonna do?
Well, they are closing some doors and then they're opening some others. And it really looks like they're very much format driven doors. And it looks like they're really making a push into delivery. And if you look at the two biggest retailers in the country and the world, it's going to be Amazon and Walmart. And there's a race. It is undeniable, and the race is for delivery. Who is going to who is going to be able to put goods or inventory on the doorstep of a customer in 1 to 2 hours, the fastest and the best. And it looks like Target, and Target's been kind of half rear ending it, half in, half out. They bought Shipped back, I think it was during the pandemic or right before, I can't remember. But it looks like they're really doubling down. So they're trying to get into this big cultural shift into delivery and curbside.
I mean, it's amazing they could be such a contender. Um, I mean, there's that whole other values issue which we're not going to touch, but 2 hour delivery with fewer stores. But would they have considered delivery a few years ago?
I mean, they had, like I said, they bought Shipped and they did some. And the one thing I would say that Target has going for them is their app is uh, very, they have a lot of, I don't want to say just digital penetration. They have a lot of app penetration among their customers. I saw a Capital One report. The credit cards companies, incidentally, have the best data because they see every transaction, whether it's in store, e-commerce, whatever. And there was a report they did, and it said something like, it was like 60 something percent. Please don't quote me, but I think it was like 68 or 69% of Target customers use the app while they shop, which is nuts. Um, no other retailer can touch that. So they have people coming to the app. That's a really good start. They have to get people ordering outside of the store from the app.
That's amazing. And now with your clients, you're driving 30 to 40% of their sales through Target Roundel.
Yeah, it depends. I gave the example of one customer, and what's interesting to me over the last year, door, foot traffic foot traffic is declining month over month at Target, but sales goals are not coming down. So it's not like the buyers are saying, "Hey, we have less people in our store, so you don't have to sell as much." They're still requiring brands to hit the same goals as before. So they're almost across the board, they're all leaning into Roundel more and more. Fortunately, it's a good platform. Like I said, Target has really good digital penetration. So we're able to drive a lot. We have one brand that is driving about 40+% through Target Roundel. A lot, almost everyone we have on Target Roundel is driving a larger portion than normal for compared to other retailers.
That's amazing. And now Walmart has been in the news for a few days now, and John Furner has taken the helm, and he's got an amazing, dare I say, experience and pedigree, which you outlined. Where do you think they're going, and what is this contribution that e-commerce will make in terms of like the split between e-commerce and in-store?
Yeah, there were three positions that changed in Walmart this month. And the first, so I'm gonna back up and say I'm a huge fan of their, I guess he's technically still the current global CEO is, or Walmart International, Walmart Inc. is Doug McMillon. I think that guy he's a baller. That guy is brilliant. He's the one who took Walmart from those dark, dingy Walmarts to what they are today. And I know there's still some dingy ones out there, but they are crushing in delivery. Their app is probably one of the better retail apps out there. The stores are re-merchandised. They're doing a lot of local merchandising. That's all Doug McMillon. So I thought, all right, why is he leaving? And who's this John Furner guy? So John Furner, I looked him up. I think it was a week before last, and I found that he essentially at one point led a lot of e-commerce related programs. That's kind of his background with Walmart. And then I found another. They came up with a position called some growth. I can't remember if it was chief of growth.
Chief of growth, yeah.
And they put somebody in that position, first time position this month, and that person had run Walmart Connect, run Walmart Data, and it just became very clear to me what's happening. These senior roles are being filled by people who ran e-commerce for Walmart, not even from outside the organization, because Walmart, if you look at Walmart e-commerce, it's a success right now. It's growing much faster than Amazon. They're doing delivery profitably, which I think that makes them like one of two, maybe. So now they're taking their e-commerce people from across the organization, e-commerce leaders, innovators, and they're putting them in senior level positions over the entirety of Walmart. So it's pretty clear that Walmart sees the future as in some way digital.
I mean, this is something that you've been talking about, that digital will overlay everything in the store. I love the wrap up you did. Sam's Club, e-commerce ordering terminals are replacing checkout. Walmart store, the future formats, QR codes. QR codes, man, thank God for the pandemic because they just brought QR codes back.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
QR code, Home Depot,
Yeah.
digital project planning tools, Lowe's, and app-based assistants. Lowe's has the app's AI assistant is combining planning, product discovery, and checkout simultaneously across online and in-store. Amazon smart carts, what the hell? Connecting e-commerce during in-store shopping. I just can't even believe that. Costco, scanning ship. Aldi Instacart terminals are being piloted and placed in front of store. Target, we already talked about, but also in-aisle QR codes, Best Buy, digital assortments for appliances. I mean, look, is it safe to say that digital is here, and you can't avoid it?
You can, and I think some of if you look at it, two points here. One is with the technology we have today, every single thing inside of a store is a potential digital touch point. Everything, shelf tags, there's shelf sensors that can tell you if you're out of stock on a product. These are all technologies that exist, whether or not they're fully rolled out or not. You have carts, smart carts. You have QR codes, like you said. You have RFID on even things like fruit. That's possible. You have things like sensors at the front of the door, at the front doors, to tell who goes in or out. Everything is a potential touch point now. Everything is a potential way to collect data, talk to the customer, let the customer talk to you. What I think, and there's walk through a store and touch something analog, there's the potential for it to be digital now, to tell us something about the customer, to let us tell the customer something. What I think we haven't even touched yet is, like your world, social media. I guarantee you, I promise you, social media will touch the retail store directly within we'll probably hear news about that in the next year. You'll be able to push things like TikTok, pull from stores to TikTok, from from stores, you'll read things about, and I say you'll read things about that because technically there are already people working on it. Um, and then we'll probably see that stuff start to roll out end of the year, maybe 2027. But there's everything that has a screen on it is going to be connected to your store, and your store is going to be connected to it.
Amazing. Hey, it's that time, Mr. Martindale. It's that time, in case you didn't hear me.
Time
It's
is
that
that?
time for shout outs. We're gonna
Oh
give,
yeah,
we're gonna
let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
we're gonna take it to the next level today. And let's start with Bilal Siddiq. What a guy. Bolani.
Awesome.
I just had a chance to try the product. Damn,
Oh, good.
damn. It is phenomenal. What do you think about that? And you're tight with Bilal, so give us a scoop.
So I genuinely think, having met him, talked to his mom, one of his brothers, they are genuinely salt of the earth people, like real deal. They're very much faith forward people. Um, Unbelievably good human beings, very generous. If you ever watch, depending on how active you are on LinkedIn, you ever watch Bilal in the comments? He's always offering help. Always. It's in his DNA. And it just so happens that this awesome family has the coolest brand ever. How many, when you walk into a store, how many items or products or brands from Afghanistan are you going to find in a
Yeah,
retail store?
totally.
Probably one, and that's Bolani, which happens to be a really cool brand. Absolutely delicious. So I'm glad we did that shout out today.
Lonnie, look it up, guys. It's totally a great product. Okay, let's shift over not just to Mark Samuel, but Mark A. Samuel, uh, LinkedIn man and a potato chips man as well. Has recently launched Mark's potato chips that both you and I are huge fans of. Cleanest potato chip on the market.
Yeah, so that's another one. That's kind of a fun shout out because we randomly happened to be talking about that brand immediately before this, and we're talking about how if you look at just the sea salt SKU, it is legit potatoes, avocado oil, and sea salt. Like there is nothing in there, nothing. You have and no process in there where you have to look at that and say, I really need to watch how much my kids eat. Like I don't mind my kids eating those, and it's probably the only potato chip that I know of where I can say that.
You know, when
And
you,
then
sorry, go ahead.
were you going to show everybody? Can you do that?
There's just right in front of where I'm sitting, there are two cartons of the chips, and Eric you did a shout out on LinkedIn, and we immediately went and bought two cartons, and I think it arrived a couple of days ago, and the first one's already gone. So our entire team has been killing it, and we would be remiss not to say that Chipotle, if you can hear this, if you have someone listening, you're really missing the boat by not working with Mark
Yeah,
Samuel. So
there you
he is
go.
a great fan of Chipotle. Um, we would be remiss if not giving a shout out to uh, number 25, Dino
Oh yeah,
Dino Stamoulis.
yep.
He's the founder and chief happiness officer of Paleonola. Man, thank you for turning me on to Paleonola. What an amazing product. What an amazing product. And the branding is great and the flavor and the taste. I mean, it is truly a next level product.
Yeah, that is I did tell him this. I did tell Dinos this. I kind of slept on that brand for a while because I made the assumption there were too many carbs for me. And then he did that Secret Santa thing, and I ended up with a couple. And there's like 4 grams of net carbs, which is you wouldn't know that because they're delicious. But if you look at like a Legendary Foods or one of those keto brands that kind of market for keto, he's about the same or less than some of their SKUs in terms of net carbs, and quite frankly, they're better net carbs. So I on a long drive, I happen to have his vanilla.
Me too. Yes, so good.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Bro,
So,
I killed that whole thing on that drive. I
and
ate the whole thing. I crushed it.
it's allergen free. It's basically all seeds
Yeah,
and nuts, and it's so good. And the textural variety that you get in there, I mean, I'm
yeah.
surprised that Gregory Willis, who Gregory Willis, I'm surprised that Gregory Willis
The
isn't on
man.
that. The chief flavor officer, and
Those
flavor.
two need to connect, probably.
Yeah, I mean, Gregory Willis is a great chef, and why is the name of his company slipping me at the moment?
Flavor Studio?
Flavor Studio. Wow, that's such a hard name to remember. Uh,
Oh,
and David Delcourt from Seed Ranch,
yeah. Big
who man,
D.
I have just reconnected with his products, and it's a big favorite of Enzo, my son, and I. And the umami is so good, and the Nash Soul. And then he's also got two barbecue lines that I just happen to have with me. They're coming out. It's their Rocky Mountain barbecue
Yeah, that's a good
and
one.
the Rocky Mountain hot barbecue. So there's going to be having a big launch later this year. And Eric, I wonder if you know that David and Gregory are taking Dubai.
Oh, are they really? I knew they're besties. I didn't know they're are they
They
going to Dubai together?
They are in Dubai at the moment,
What?
getting ready to attend Gulf Foods. Seed Ranch is at Gulf Foods, the largest food show in the world. And I was supposed to be there with them. But I'm going straight to
Oh,
India.
no way.
I'll be in Dubai too late. But Gregory
Okay.
Willis and David Delcourt are in Dubai. They're going to be at Gulf Foods next year, which
Awesome.
some people I know in Dubai said, yes, go to Gulf Foods if you like to deal with traffic, because if you are not staying right by where it's at, man, the traffic is apparently terrible to get there. And
Interesting.
I'm curious to know, have you tried David Delcourt's Nash Soul?
Oh yeah. That's one of my favorites. Do you want to talk about that one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go for it. Because I want to talk about truffle oil. That's my jam.
I mean, it's the if I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, the Guajang pepper is in the Nash Soul, and
Yeah, it is a really good one.
it's such an interesting, peculiarly wonderful sauce because you can never quite figure out the flavor profile. It's just you're eating it and you're enjoying it. By the way, David Delcourt is someone that everyone should pay attention to because not only is he the man in yellow, Gregory Willis is the man in green, but one of the hardest working guys in CPG. He's done a great job
Yeah.
of building a portfolio of retail, wholesale, private label. He does food service. I mean, the guy's everywhere. So it's great that those two guys are there. And of course, the man that we are both enjoying his product, Colin Pollock. So
Oh yeah.
with Wheelie Q. Have you tried the Ancho espresso rub yet?
No, I
Oh
need to.
man.
That sounds amazing.
Well, we'll have to get you onto that. It's a complex thing. Any other shout outs on your side?
I'm afraid to shout people out because then I always miss somebody and I get in trouble.
I'll take the fall.
I,
Okay.
we mentioned James Sachs. He's such a good guy, brilliant guy, and it's funny because I can't post anything that he's not like got this incredible insight on. So he's a some of these uh Joshua too from Bella. Some of these
Oh,
guys that have been doing
yes,
this
yes.
for 10, 20 years, 30 years in Joshua's case, they have so much, like I listen, I don't know if they realize this, but we'll talk Amazon and I'm listening for little drops of wisdom. Um, those guys are both brilliant businessmen.
Yeah, absolutely. And James Sachs is he's the guy with the low acid coffee, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, pure
Yeah,
roast.
pure roast. Yeah, we have pure roast at our house, and we'll give one to Jordan Buckner for Food
Mm.
Bevy, a great community and building some really cool stuff. And the Food Bevy box is very, very, very popular. Okay, Matt McLean, we got to shout out Matt McLean from Uncle Matt's. Uh,
Oh, awesome. Are we
Chief
live?
Chief Uncle Officer. We alive, man. It's never
You
live.
are? I forgot to be nervous. I didn't know where you can't even edit my can't even edit my voices.
And then last but not least on my side, Arshad Bal from Amrita Foods, uh,
Yeah.
really shining the light on
No-
allergen-free. Every allergen known to man is not in that. Uh,
Another veteran too.
Another, yeah, and also a tremendous proponent of sustainable entrepreneurship. So, what a story! Pulled out of retail, was going crazy on retail. Said, "I don't need it. I'm out. I'm going to build my own audience and do everything e-commerce." And he goes to community markets, and he's big into community all the time. So,
Vertically integrated too.
yeah.
Like Matt.
Yes, yes, vertically integrated. I love his post when he says, "Just keep shipping, stop,
Yeah.
stop the bullshit, just keep shipping."
Yeah.
Well, hey, Eric, any last things that you're looking forward to as we wrap up?
Um, I guess AI commerce, as I've been referring to it. I'm gonna be that old man telling everybody I said it first, and nobody's gonna believe me. But I think we're headed toward a really big shift. Um, is it good? Is it bad? Yes, but I think we're going to start to see a lot of not just shopping, but research both shift over to AI platforms,
And
AI
seeing
first
and
platforms.
seeing commerce integrated into AI. So
100%. And it is. I mean, your Chat GPT now, if you're not shopping through not through the app, but if you're shopping through the web browser, there's instant checkout now. So
that's
it's already rolling
amazing.
out.
That's amazing.
So
Yeah,
and you can see the fastest growth in of any electronic platform in history, Chat GPT.
yeah.
So
Let's give a shout
it's
out
going
to
to
Jeff
be
to Jeff Bezos because we're both excited to see what Jeff Bezos is going to do. So,
he's probably watching this.
any big races coming up?
Races.
Yeah, like your endurance.
Oh, yeah. It's not really the season here. We're supposed to get 21 inches of snow tomorrow, so nothing yet. Not till probably about April.
So there's no tough SOB race that you run through 21 inches of snow.
Not really. I took my dog out bare feet in the snow this morning. That's as tough as I get in January. But
Hey everyone, don't forget Elite Commerce Group for all you founders that are listening. Check it out. Eric is a tremendous human. I've gotten to know him really well. He's always giving, he's always helping. So check out elitecommercegroup.com, Eric Martindale on LinkedIn. If you don't follow him, you'll be doing yourself a great favor by doing it. Eric, what a great conversation. Another one, another one.
it was five, but I loved him so much it only felt like four.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. And I'm Duncan, your host of the Firebelly Social Show, where I get to chat with founders and leaders of mission-driven brands. And Eric is nothing if not mission-driven. So thank you so much, Eric. What a great conversation. We look forward to the next one.
Number 6, baby.
Number 6. Have a good one, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Firebelly Social Show. We'll see you again next time, and be sure to click subscribe to get future episodes.